Hi and welcome. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Gina and I am a Baptiste Outreach Facilitator from New Jersey. I spent over 15 years volunteering in the fire department, and most recently I founded the Courageous Warrior Coalition, which is an organization that brings yoga and mindfulness to first responders. I'm really happy to be with you today, and thank you for joining me. Today we are going to go through some poses that might help you if you have tight hips, maybe from sitting all day in a chair, maybe you're a dispatcher, or if you sit all day in a vehicle, if you're a police officer. Our hips can get tight, and our hips can get tight even if we have just a desk job or we just travel a lot for our job. It can really take a toll on us. We tend to hold a lot of stress in our hips to begin with as humans, so we only add to that sometimes by our occupation. So today we're going to open up our hips and our hamstrings, get our body relaxed. The Baptiste Foundation is on a mission to bring yoga and mindfulness and meditation practices to first responders and frontline healthcare workers, especially right now. And I'm really happy to be part of this organization and to bring you some tools that you can use in your everyday life. So first, let's just go over a few of the poses. We're going to start in child's pose. Bring your big toes to touch, knees wide as the mat, and then arms out front. Just rest the head down. Bring the hips to the ankles. Take a few breaths here. Put in some breath to calm the nervous system. And then from here, we're going to come up to a tabletop position. We'll start on the right side, and we're going to thread the needle on the right. So we're going to raise the right arm all the way up, open up the side body, give it a good stretch. Thread the needle through the right arm under the left arm. You put the left arm out, and then bring the hips back down into child's pose. And you can rest your head right on the mat, or if you're on your floor, you could put down a pillow or a blanket, give you some support. A few breaths here. I really found that in difficult situations, breathing has helped me calm down and start over, and then prepare me for whatever else I need to do. It's just as important in your yoga practice. Now we're going to do the other side. Reach up with the left arm, open the side body, thread the needle through under the right arm. Bring the hips back down towards the feet. And how far you can bring them back down is just a matter of your flexibility, and it will change over time. It will change with the day. Just go with it. Just feel the good stretch and the relaxing benefits without too much around it. Some more breaths here. Back up to tabletop, and the next pose we're going to do is a deep hip opener called half pigeon. So I recommend you grab, if you don't have a yoga block, a pillow or some sort of support, a couch cushion, whatever you have to rest your head or chest on. And then you're going to bring your right leg up towards the top of your mat, in line with under the left shoulder. Your left leg is going to go straight back, and you're going to tuck your toes to support your leg and protect your knee. And then from here, you can kind of just stay up right here. You should feel the stretch in your hip and your right butt cheek, or you can even go for a deeper stretch and lay down. Once again, support can go under your chest or under your head. And while you're laying in these poses, just set your gaze on one spot. Help center you, ground you. Maybe you move deeper into the pose as you relax with it. A few more breaths. Then come up slowly, use your hands to press you up, and then switch sides. So we're going to do left side half pigeon pose. So the left foot now is going to go under the right shoulder. Flex your feet, flex both feet, and then relax into the pose. And I really found that doing yoga has helped me in other areas of my life, both physical with my running, especially running. I tend to get very tight hips from doing races, and this has helped as a recovery mechanism for me to use after races or after training to sort of open up my hips. And then also just being still and present with the pose and taking my mind off of everything else that's going on has allowed me to calm down and become more grounded. One or two more breaths. Press yourself up. Another option for this pose, if that is too much on your hips, is you can do it reclined, lying on your back. So the right leg would go over the left thigh, and then you would grab under the left thigh, like that, like a reverse figure four. And you could do it the other side as well. This may be easier for some people who are exceptionally tight in the hip area. And then the next one that we're going to do is for your hamstrings. It's a seated forward fold. So here, just the legs straight out in front of you, flex your feet once again. And we're going to bend forward, releasing the low back and releasing the hamstrings. If you can't reach your feet all the way, instead of rounding your back, just bend your knees. So inhale, reach up, exhale, fold forward. Bring your shoulders away from your ears. Really release your low back and your legs. And you can even start to inch out a little bit, get a little more of a stretch slowly. But bend your knees as much as you need to allow for the release. You can hold these poses anywhere from 5 breaths to 20 breaths or so, whatever you need on a given day. And then when you release, slowly release your hands and come up one vertebrae at a time to a seated position. We at the Baptiste Foundation want to thank all of our supporters that allow us to bring this type of programming to you, and we hope that you keep coming back for more programming. Have a great day, and thanks again for joining us.